Hello and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that holiday artwork for you. And if you're new to my channel, maybe hit that subscribe button, join the AB Creative crew. We do sketchy art things. And I want to do a little heart-to-heart today with my digital Drawcember speed video. And if you're new to the channel, Digital Drawcember is a challenge month that I gave for myself so that I could get better at using the digital drawing medium. For me, that's using my iPad and the Procreate app, and for you, that's whatever digital art medium method process that you fancy. Just do what you do to make that artwork for you. And I know that I've been like a little inconsistent with the Vlogmas videos. And I've kind of been going through like a little bit of an emotional funk. And sometimes that happens. I mean, there's plenty of people in the artist community who express that they have anxiety or depression or some form of mental or emotional imbalance. And I'm not much different with I've been diagnosed with depression since the age of 11, and anxiety was something that happened to be caught on when I was like 16 or 17. But that's like a whole story for a whole different video, if I ever decide to share that video and that story. So, last couple days, I've been a bit more anxious, I've been a bit more tired, and to an extent I feel bad about getting anxious, getting tired, and letting that mess with posting on a daily schedule. But I also understand that I don't have to post on a daily schedule for Vlogmas since this is my first time participating in it. Sometimes we get into those little funks where we don't want to get out of bed and we don't remember to eat till it's like 2 p.m. because where's the motivation? And I try not to let that get away from me. I try to take care of myself. But sometimes taking breaks is what I need, or just taking time to acknowledge and accept it, that maybe I'm in an emotional funk. And I'm kind of hoping that by telling you guys this, sharing this, that maybe this will help with the emotional funk. So this is like one half coping mechanism, other half if you're feeling anxiety or you're just not feeling emotionally up to doing the creative process, it's okay to feel that way. It happens sometimes. And that's not to say that because I don't feel up to doing things that I'm not creating. I'm still creating, maybe in different ways. But I may be tired to do other things. And sometimes it's hard. My husband wants to motivate me so that I can do exercise, but I have to explain, don't push me to do things I'm not going to want to do when I'm like this, because it's hard to push me up a hill when I'm wearing the rollerblades of depression, is the dumb metaphor that I used to say if I don't feel like running, I'm not going to do it, even if you push me to try to convince me to do it. Because sometimes it's hard to just convince yourself to do things. Sometimes getting better means accepting that, no, I really don't feel up to doing a run at 6 in the morning. I'll try to do exercise in a different way. Or maybe today I'm not going to draw on my iPad, but I'm going to try drawing elsewhere and do something else that's creative. Or just taking a break. It's hard to explain anxiety sometimes. Sometimes it just happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you because anxiety can just happen. It comes out of nowhere. It comes out of everywhere. And whatever you have to do to make you feel emotionally sound and happy is the most important thing. Because the creative process sort of requires that if you're not willing to participate in it, or you're not in the right mindset, you're just going to get frustrated with it. So, there are some times where I'd say, yeah, you can push through it. The climb isn't uphill, it's downhill. So the process isn't as hard to do when you're not feeling as happy or as stable or as motivated. And sometimes not making art for the day is maybe what you need to do, because if you try, you're just going to get frustrated with the process. And getting frustrated with the process isn't really going to help if you want to create nice looking pieces. Sometimes you do just have to step away, take a break, and start up something new. I hope half of this makes sense. I'm super rambly today. I feel like I should talk about the art piece as well. This is boots. I wanted to make boots the focal point of this piece, and that's why I kind of have her posed so that her shoes are in the forefront. I also wanted just a full body character. And if you're wondering where I picked the colors from, I looked up winter scenescapes and I blurred out the image so that there was only particular colors that you could see. And those 8 colors were some of the colors I would see predominantly in winter photos, which are these dark blues and kind of beigey oranges, cream beiges and oranges, with these very either dark or light pale blues. I like her. I like how she came out. Sometimes when I'm feeling moody or just not up to things, I'll have to think about what I'm watching too. 'Cause sometimes we have to make sure that, well, I guess for people who maybe suffer from depression and anxiety, you have to make sure that you're not watching anything that would possibly trigger you to have an episode. And part of my anxiety does have to do with past trauma. And sometimes certain things will trigger me to like feel anxiety or feel more upset than usual. And being aware of what makes you more upset is a good thing. Like, I've recently realized maybe I shouldn't be watching as many videos of people playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Because right now, I mean, I've watched Jacksepticeye play through the entire thing, and I thought it was like really great how he took it. And I like seeing all the extra scenes from that. No spoilers here. But sometimes I get mad with how other people play it, and then I'm like, that's not fair. Sayori is best girl. But so is Yuri. I like Sayori and Yuri. They're like my favorites. But Sayori is best girl. And I'm like, don't treat her like that. No one put Sayori in a corner. But being aware of what media is affecting your mental state is something to just kind of be aware of. And just do what you do to make life work for you. I hope this wasn't too weird of a video. If you want to find me, you can find my other social medias in the description below. I hope that you are having a wonderful day and that you guys keep doing what you do to make that artwork for you. Lots of love. Bye.